My name is Lillian Asplund. This is my true story of how I survived the sinking Titanic. I was a third-class passenger. When I got on the Titanic, I was only 5 years old and traveling with my mom and dad and my 4 brothers. We were traveling on the Titanic because we all wanted a better life in America. I felt excited on the Titanic. My first few days were fantastic. I was so excited to be on board when I was on the incredible Titanic for a few days. It was very awesome because it had a pool, restaurants, a gym with a toy camel, and many dining rooms. I did not get to use that cool stuff though because we hadn't paid for tickets to get on an incredible ship. Even though we couldn't use all the cool stuff, I still thought the awesome Titanic was so exciting because it was like a beautiful hotel, but just on the ocean. Suddenly we heard some commotion. It was dark and the water was still, and then suddenly I heard a bang on the bottom. There was an iceberg and the Titanic hit it, and I was in the bottom, way bottom, sleeping. Then there was a bang on the door and they said, "Get your life jackets on." So we got out, but we didn't know how to get to the way top. So we stayed down there. Then we decided to go upstairs and finally got into lifeboat number 15. They put us into the freezing water. Then I realized that my dad and my brothers weren't with us. I was crying because I was scared and cold, and that my dad and my brothers were going to go down with the ship and die. My mom survived with me because we were saved by a big ship that was called the Carpathia. That still gives me nightmares. When we were in the lifeboat, we rowed far away and we saw the huge ship sinking with my dad on it and my 3 brothers. After the Carpathia rescued us, it took us to New York. I felt lucky to be alive. After that terrible disaster happened, my mom took me and my brother Felix to the hospital. Also, our life is a nightmare now because my dad and my 3 brothers all died on board the Titanic. We miss them so much. So I will always remember what happened to my dad and my brothers and will never forget watching all those people die on the unsinkable Titanic.